right, we are back with another live episode of Ready to Believe. I am your host, as always, Jamie Pale Rider, and I am joined by
Rob Williams,
as well as
me. Sorry, I didn't know we were saying our own name. I wasn't prepared. Rob said his, and I was like, "Oh no!"
I love it. That's the perfect intro, Ree. If people don't know you by now, what are you doing here? So tonight we have an extra special guest. You might know him from such Ready to Believe videos as weathering a jumpsuit or very dangerously bodging together a smoke machine for your HasLab 2 in the box trap. We have Aaron Doc Brown Lutsch. Thanks for joining us, Aaron.
My pleasure, Jamie. And I... Oh, dear.
That's Battlefront Ewok
that's
on
my new
PTSD going. Yeah.
I sincerely hope that some of your listeners tried that last video at home.
No, we specifically told them not to, Aaron, several times. I don't want to get sued. Rob, you want to get sued?
We've already got a couple people contacting us. We got lawyers. So
Perfect.
Oh, great. But
you'll be getting an email soon, Aaron.
Those videos are awesome. The weathering the jumpsuit one especially is super informative if you want to make your Ghostbuster jumpsuit a little grungier. But yeah, I can't stop referring to you, Aaron, as Doc Brown. Just you're the crazy guy when it comes to electronics. Oh. And so correct me if I'm wrong. When you and I were talking about that, and you let me know, you're like, hey, I figured it out, I solved it. We could do it over Zoom, but there's a slight risk of it exploding. Did you or did you not say that when we talked?
Yeah, guilty as charged. I did say that, but
vindication.
Just like the weathering video, Jamie. Like again, with all these hobbies, like we learn and we grow and we learn new skills. Exploding might be part of the learning experience.
You can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs.
Apparently arms.
As a wise man once said, never rub another man's rhubarb.
Where's that from, Ree?
I don't know.
Ree probably doesn't even remember.
You just saw the movie.
How
This
can you
town
tell?
needs an enema.
I got Ree to watch the Tim Burton Batman movies as a quick aside. And next up, we're breezing right past. Well, Ree's breezing past the Joel Schumacher ones. Rob, and
we're doing it for
going
next
to the
episode.
Nolan ones, yeah.
Batman
so that's
Robin.
Yeah. You say that like it's a good thing, Rob.
Oh,
so yeah,
you gotta watch it
for live GXW on Thursday. We are watching Batman and Robin. Holy crap!
Oh,
that was. Honestly, I think that was the first time that I've ever said in my life, God damn it, I wish we got to watch Wild Wild West. Okay, before we get into things here, let's quickly say hi to the chat. We know Tony's there. Tony's always here. Tony, thank you very much.
Yay, thank you,
I
Tony.
assume it's the North Ontario Ghostbusters and not NUGB. But either way, I really appreciate the patch. Thank you so much. This is going on my jacket in a place of honor. We do have VJ Baby.
I feel like I'm on a radio talk
soundboard. Yeah, this is very 80s, like shock jock radio DJ. As well, last but not least, Hose Nose is in the chat. Thanks for joining us, Steve. Oh my God, of course. Yeah.
Hello, boyos.
Nobody gives Rob a soundboard.
He just figured out how to do it.
Yeah, this is just a thing that happens, and it's not going away. It's as much as we try.
Yeah,
it's not going to go away anytime soon.
How long are these episodes? Just
yeah, no reason. Asking for a friend.
No reason.
Yeah,
I love how Hose Nose says he's here to troll, but I have the power to just ban him. That's lovely.
Wow, abuse.
I don't know if he has alt accounts.
Oh, dude, I hope he does.
He doesn't have the patience to set up an alt account. Do you remember how long it took for him to set up the video game to log in?
That is totally fair. I can wish though. I can hope.
You can just grab Amy's laptop.
I love it. Yeah, keep giving Hosnose ideas. We'll just keep this going throughout the episode. But the reason we're all here tonight, we are talking Real Ghostbusters again. 2 more episodes. We are talking 2 Winston-centric episodes this time around. So we're talking Season 2, Episode 7, Night Game, and Season 5, Episode 3, Elementary, My Dear Winston. So first things first, we'll start off with Night Game. Originally aired in September 22nd, 1987. Written by Catherine Drennan, starring the OGs, Arsenio Hall, Maurice LaMarche, Lorenzo Music, Laura Summer, and Frank Welker. So first things first, before we kind of dive into some details here, Aaron, what's your relationship with the Real Ghostbusters? Did you watch it growing up?
I did watch a lot of it as a kid. I can't say that I watched every episode, but it was always one of those shows. I feel like it was a Saturday morning cartoon. It paired like next to Care Bears or something, something around there.
He-Man, Transformers, something of that vintage.
Yeah.
Care
so
Bear
it just
countdown.
And that wasn't even a soundboard.
3, 2, 1.
Don't do that, Aaron.
So no, it was good. It was a good show. It was. I mean, I even remember the original show. That had like the Ghostbusters with the ape and the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang cars.
Oh,
that's
the filmation version. Yeah,
but like when you asked me to come on the show and watch these episodes, it really took me back because it was like, holy crap! Like I remember watching this caliber of cartoon, and the music and all that kind of came back. The sound effects came back. The hokey kind of dialogue came back. And I'm trying to, even watching this as an adult, like I'm trying to kind of think about how they're putting it all together within 22 minutes and keeping it entertaining for kids, right? So, story structure is a little bit meh, but like it gets the point across within that time frame.
Yeah, there's definitely no multi-episode arcs going on here. We're wrapping everything up very neatly in 22 minutes. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, that's such a great synopsis of the show. The first couple seasons were really well made in terms of art and animation, that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm happy you watched it as you're growing up. And so for this episode here, for the first one, we're talking about Night Game. First off, how did it hit with you guys? You guys like it? How did it compare to previous episodes we watched so far? Reed, we'll start with you.
I liked that it kind of did like a 180 in the way that like they weren't necessarily busting the ghosts. Spoiler. They watched them play baseball, or in Winston's case, played baseball with them.
Right.
I thought it was fun.
It's a bit of a different twist, hey? Yeah, this one was
much less creepy than like the Sam Hain and Boogeyman.
I mean, there was some creepiness going on for sure. I know you saw some of those ghosts. Yeah, this one was definitely more of one that kind of leaned into more of like a folklore trope. Kind of the problematic terminology aside around Native Americans, using like this is we're on a Native American burial ground.
It's so overused.
Yeah, 100%.
I guess of the time, for better or worse.
Was that the story of Cujo?
It was the Exorcist. I thought was on a native burial ground.
Oh, okay.
A bunch of movies use that. It's
insert
overused,
Stephen
for
King's
sure.
movie here.
Yeah, like The Simpsons used it. They're spoofing The Shining, I thought, but yeah, it's Poltergeist. There we go. Thanks, Hosnose. One of those two. Yeah, it's definitely a Hollywood trope. Rob, how about you? How did this episode land with you?
It was fun. I almost got some idea of like creating some merch with the baseball team the Ghost baseball team on it. The good guys, they had this sort of logo on the hat with the, I think it was supposed to be a rainbow, but it was kind of
They
cool.
did have a cool logo.
Yeah, it was enjoyable.
Aaron, how about you? You played baseball growing up, right?
I love baseball. Baseball was the one sport thing that sporty sport thing that I did growing up. Now it's curling.
Very hard.
But no, it's I'm still looking for actually a baseball team here in the West Shore. But anyway, no, it was an interesting episode. Again, you ever watch, and you think about those Clone War episodes, and then like it's an episode with like the droids doing something.
Oh yeah.
It almost kind of feels like a filler episode.
I mean, we're cranking out 5 or 6 episodes a week in syndication. Not all of them are going to be mainline story
bangers, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
But that's kind of the thing where it's like if it felt like, and this is going to be similar to my commentary for the second episode as well, where it feels like they're really trying to crank it out, and they're maybe running out of ideas. It's like, how do we, like, what do the ghosts do today, right? It's like that kind of feel. But that being said, I felt that a lot of the sound effects, the music, all of that kind of stuff played really, really well. And if you were to have like this other universe where good and evil played a game of baseball, I mean, it's kind of a hokey idea, but it worked.
I like the hokey ideas based on folklore for the Ghostbusters. The show, that was one cool thing that I liked about it, was them leaning into the folklore and really exploring the space in terms of what they can do with the ghosts and the busters and the stories. And yeah, spoiler alert, Aaron, I picked this one specifically for you because it involved baseball. And then we just went with another Winston episode for the second one. So I apologize for that second one.
No, that is okay. I don't know if any of you guys noticed, but there was and this is something that I was just drawn to it right away. There was an abnormally large amount of winking in this episode. I don't know if you guys pick up on that. It's like
I didn't notice that.
And then there'll be like a little I think I counted like 5 winks.
Oh yeah.
Where it's
Winston, when he walks into the firehouse with the tickets, he says, "Who wants to go to a baseball game?" And they're all like, "Oh, the Yankees, the Mets." He's like, "The Jaguars." And you're like, "Why are you winking?" Yeah.
If he had said Cougars and then winked, I would have gotten the joke.
And you might have gotten Peter's attention too with that.
He would have been all in.
So yeah, the overall story, Winston is a diehard fan of fictional baseball team, the Jaguars, who apparently really suck, and trying to get anybody to go with him to a game. They mention the Yankees and the Mets, and then he gets dragged into a battle between good and evil that takes place every 500 years, this time in a baseball stadium, with Winston caught in the middle and the rest of the team stuck on the sidelines watching. Yeah, the baseball was an interesting twist, and it was kind of fun that Winston was in the game playing. But the big twist here was that, the team quickly discovers that evil cheats, and that's just the expectation of the umpire who's kind of officiating everything, and that if good were to cheat, they would become evil. What did you guys think about the 3 busters on the sidelines, basically like preparing to take out the evil team's closing pitcher? Rob?
It was fine. I thought it was a cute idea. What I didn't like, it was the only thing I didn't like, was just the throwaway line at the very end. "Oh, you were just playing for your soul, Venkman."
You didn't like that?
I didn't like that because it was just like
a funny gag.
You think Winston would have said that earlier?
No way.
Why not? It's a gag, but it's kind
hilarious.
it's a kind of important gag. It's just like, put a little more. I know we were thinking it was Winston's life on the line, but Winston was pretty chill about things. You know, things. We're just playing for your soul. all right. So,
Bree, how about you? How's that gag for you, or them prepping to cheat and take out their closing pitcher?
I kind of liked that they were so nonchalant about it being Peter's soul.
Right?
Because he does that kind of crap all the time to them. So
Totally.
he got some karma, and it was, little existential crisis.
I totally agree. I liked how invested and how above board the umpire seemed.
he was cool design.
Yeah,
I really liked
he was a
him.
really cool design. Aaron, how about you? What did you think about that whole setup and the payoff of the being Peter show?
I think that whole ending, especially when it's like, good can't cheat because then good becomes evil. And I mean, that is an interesting message, right? And at that time, I mean, we had all these cartoons that gave us like those parables, right?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
We had
He-Man, G.I. Joe.
He-Man, G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
I mean, we had all these cartoons that if you didn't understand the message in the cartoon, they just flat out said it at the end of the cartoon. It's like, the message today, children, is
100%.
play with matches or whatever.
Yeah.
So
pork chop sandwiches.
Get the fuck out of here.
You said it. You said it, not me. This is your show.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of anyway.
Yeah.
So with a message like that, I think that's great. And I mean, I don't watch a lot of like today's cartoons that are geared for kids, but that was something that I think is so important in messaging for kids. I don't know. Does that? I mean, Rob, you've got
100%.
Like the cartoons that you shared with Scott. Did they have that kind of messaging in them?
Oh, the message is a lot more. It's more baked into the bread, I would say, rather than just kind of sprinkled on top. Like this message was. Like I wholeheartly expected the message at this episode was be good always triumphs over evil.
Yeah,
I literally thought they were going to say those words, because it's cliche.
Oh yeah.
And that's what these things did then, because they're trying to sell toys and they're legally bound to say something nice at the end. But now in today's shows, when you got like Bluey and Doc McStuffins, it's more baked within the storyline itself. It's a lot more. It's in your face if you know where to look for it. So.
Yeah.
Ree, how did you feel about the message being so overt? I can't remember. I know you're a Scooby-Doo fan. I can't remember if they had messages like the morality tales in like Scooby-Doo or anything like that. I thought the show was a little more silly.
I cannot remember either, and I watched a lot of Scooby-Doo.
Are we talking the original?
Any?
You already know more about Scooby-Doo than I do, Rob.
Well, the original, it wasn't selling anything, so you really didn't have a message so much. It was just mystery. Later
so it was
on,
only the glorified toy commercials that needed to have that.
Well, yeah, in the
morality.
80s. Yeah, in the 80s, after He-Man really started focusing on kids, I can't remember if it was the FCC or something like that. They legally had to have a message to make it educational. Eventually, when Scooby-Doo started having some more shows out there and they're doing Scooby-Doo with the WWE or Scooby-Doo with Kiss, it was flat out just sell my soul. And you didn't have to worry about that anymore. They knew that every cartoon out there is to sell something, whether it's more cartoons or toys or whatever. So,
100%.
So the message wasn't a thing anymore. Except if you really want to be for Disney or something like that, you had to send a positive message. So that's why you see a lot of Disney Junior shows such as Handy Manny or something like that have a positive family message, or else they won't make the show.
Interesting.
So I love children's programming. I love studying it and looking at it. So
great. I don't have my finger on the pulse of today's children's television, so but just knowing but even like you take something like Sesame Street, right? How that's kind of evolved over the years.
Yeah.
But like it's just interesting because that you know, that filters the messaging that goes directly to our kids. And like, how do they learn and how do they grow from those messages?
Well, with sorry, not to get too deep in the woods here, but with Sesame Street, we did, when it was in our time, it was about an hour's worth of learning and numbers and learning how to get along. As the years went by, and they started adding more Canadian content, so you have Prairie Dawn, they try to focus on getting the Canadian content in there. And then at one point they just said half is Sesame Street, half is Elmo. We got to sell the hell out of Elmo. And so, and I watched the Elmo, and they have like Mr. Twinkle, or I can't remember his name. He was a vaudeville actor or so. And it's just like, now we're just going to sell Elmo. And it was still learning a bit, but now it's become a little more commercialized. I haven't watched it lately though. I think it's still the same. If public television still exists, I can't even remember if it's still up or not. I remember hearing something that it wasn't. It was purchased by another streamer site. So anyways, sorry.
On kind of continuing the morality tale discussion a little bit, I actually really enjoyed the kind of the secondary message of the show that we get from the umpire is that no one is neutral in like that good for evil struggle, which kind of gave Egon the epiphany of, no, they can't cheat even if they're on the sidelines. How did you guys feel about that kind of being an addendum to the overarching message? Aaron, we'll start with you.
Yeah, well, that was, I mean, that just goes right into that whole, you know, duality, right? Like no one can be neutral. You've got a side, right? Where it's either, I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. I never might need to come back to me on that one, Jamie.
All right, I'll come back to you. Ree, how about you? What did you feel about that kind of supplementary message?
It was good. It felt maybe a little deep for a kids show. But
did it strike you as something that it was just like like a bit of exposition to move the plot forward and kind of trigger Egon to take action, or do you feel like it was part of that overall kind of message?
I thought he was goading him.
You thought the umpire was?
I thought the umpire was goading him. Yeah, just messing with us.
It was a test.
Yeah.
Right?
Come on, get involved. Go ahead, do it. It was the emperor in a catcher's mask.
Like,
that's what
I felt like the umpire didn't really. He felt like the only one there that was actually truly neutral.
Yeah,
and he was just there to make sure that things kept moving. Rob, how about you? Any thoughts on the message? No one is neutral.
I was kind of leaning towards what Ree's thinking. I think it was just a way to get the story going and give the three of them something to do and kind of goad them into being involved or not involved. And it was just also to make the stakes a little higher. So, because I think a lot of it was, I was more enjoying just the way all the players were dressed, the character design, like a centaur with an old timey mustache. I mean, that's kind of cool. So.
Oh yeah, we'll get to the character design right after this. Aaron, coming back to you.
Yeah, I mean, if what's interesting about this in this particular context is that you're talking about not interfering from people in the stands. How many sports events have you been to where people are completely neutral in the stands?
Everybody sits there with their hands on their lap, just smiling.
Yeah, just watching. Oh, good show. So it's kind of one of these things where it's like, okay, yeah, I get it where you're trying to make that point where no one is neutral, but like you're coming at it from the point of view of someone who's watching a sporting event. And yeah, like you're gonna have people that are rooting for the home team, people that are, you know, throwing octopi on the ice rink. You know, like you're gonna have participation. The whole point of that having that hometown advantage is to have that seventh person on the field, right? Which is the audience. So yeah, to say that no one is completely neutral, or that no one is neutral. I mean, yeah, I get it. but I don't know how it really applies in this particular context.
Yeah, fair enough. With that, yeah, let's jump into the overall visual design of the characters in the show, like the ghosts on either side, the umpire. Um, did you guys have like favorite design? Anything stick out to you, Rob? I know you mentioned the centaur pitcher with the Raleigh fingers mustache.
Yeah, it was cool. I would like to talk about the design of the Jaguars jersey right off the very bat. Did you see the design of the jersey itself?
Are you talking about the logo?
Yeah, the Jaggers.
I did not.
It was like Mick Jagger. It wasn't Jaguars. It was the Jaggers because it's probably drawn in like Japan or Korea. So they're just like handwrite something in there. This looks like Jaguars, but it was Jaggers.
Oh, I didn't see the text. I just saw the J with the Jaguar on it.
Yeah, no, I was on the baseball jersey when they're all playing and everything started going haywire on the mound. So I dug that. There were some cool designs on the good side. They had the better designs. The evil people, a lot of them were just monsters, except for that one with it looks like horns and stuff like that. It was the purple guy. He was really cool. But
I was the opposite. I like the bad guys visually more.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I thought the good guys were kind of boring.
There was some boring. There was that one weird one that was just like a floating
ghost. Just a like a little salt shaker going around.
That's it, salt shaker.
Aaron, how about you? Was Mr. Floating Salt Shaker your favorite, or did you have any others that stuck out to you?
No, I mean, again, like when you asked me to watch this, like I haven't watched these cartoons in such a long time, so I forgot how many like different characters or the designs that it's like, how high were they, like let's just like draw all these like interesting creatures, and it looked really, really cool, the different variety of them. But again, like you could tell, like the ones with horns are evil, the ones that are more curved are good, because like the curved lines, it's kind of more pleasant. So like you could easily, and the color the combinations and whatnot. But like in terms of who really stuck out, the umpire, obviously. The dome around the stadium was very Ghostbusters 2.
That's what I thought too. Especially when they like punch a hole in it, right? That reminded me immediately of Ghostbusters 2. I'm happy someone else noticed that.
Yeah. And then that was kind of it. Yeah, like there wasn't too much else that really stuck out for me. No.
Yeah, that's fair. Ree, how about you? Any visual designs stick out for you?
Yeah, I had a couple written down. There was, I don't remember what team he was on, probably evil, but the batter that had just like that big like elephant tusk mouth thing that was just like spitting the ball out. I thought that was kind of funny.
I think that was an evil guy. I think that was the evil team closing pitcher.
Yeah.
And then the catcher, I don't remember much for the catcher, but he was just all like torso, like he was just this big brick wall thing.
That's what the umpire looked like to me.
Yeah.
He just looked like a fridge with legs.
With abs.
But my favorite by far was the home plate. It was a home plate with a face.
The sentient plates, or I think all the bases had like eyes and mouths, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I love that. It reminded me of like the old Mutant League hockey and football games. But yeah, I love that touch of the bases also being ghostly monsters.
Yep.
A lot of the good guys were designed off of, I think, like Incan or Mayan gods, because they had some sort of, or Aztec gods. It looked like someone just trying to design that, because there was feathers. I'm looking at pictures now. There's one with feathers, some with like zigzags on their jerseys, unlike the other ones. Their head.
Yeah, the good guy team, like the logo reminded me very much of like Aztec art.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I would, that's be a cool logo. It had like an angel on there or something like that with the Astros colors. So
yeah, What did you guys think about the stadium itself once it got reworked into the?
Oh yeah, like the scoreboard that went vertical, and it was just a bunch of like a rib cage.
Spine. It's pretty dark for a kid show.
Yeah,
I like it. I like the weird base paths that are raised up above that kind of. I thought it was like water or something like that at first.
You heard
That's super weird.
the puddle noise.
Yeah,
you
but
heard
then
that.
Winston walked across it at one point.
The cosmic puddle.
But
Yeah.
it's weird. Yeah, so the bases, were they raised or were they on the same level as the water?
Oh, I thought they were raised up. I thought the base paths were just like a
it
raised
looked
up diamond.
slightly raised.
Yeah, I just thought that was really cool. It was trippy. Yeah, I loved the umpire, the design and everything. I think my favorite ghost design of the episode was the it was an evil team batter. But to get a hit, he just swallowed the pitch and then spat it back out. He was just like all teeth and everything. I loved it. He was cool.
There was another evil one. It was literally like a big puff ball on a stick or something, wasn't there?
Oh, I don't remember that one.
It was like one of the first ones or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Did he have like a big orange teeth or something?
Yeah. Something like that.
Bug eyes. Yeah. But there's also the snake. He was the pitcher, wasn't he? Wasn't he?
It was the first pitcher.
Yeah, the first pitcher. Yeah.
It's something I really enjoyed about this episode was just the sheer volume of visual design that went into it. Just how each player was individual and unique, and each team had kind of that visual identity as well that set them apart. That was really cool.
I couldn't play my favorite game of Name Their Occupation. It was just
in previous life, they're all baseball players.
Yeah, well, no, they weren't. They were just all demons and stuff that would just appear. In fact, I think it's like they would play, they would compete against each other based on the surroundings of the time. So, yeah, and just happens to be a baseball field for the time. How long? They must have learned it like Matrix, like download in knowledge for baseball. And they're like, got it. Let's go. Let's play baseball.
I assume. Because like the contest only happens once every 500 years. I seriously doubt that 500 years previous to that, there was a baseball diamond there. So I don't know if they were just running around beating the shit out of each other or what. But did anybody have any other favorite scenes or lines before we move on?
I did. I was laughing at how Winston took Slimer to the baseball game, and Slimer's disguise is a big giant jacket, and he's sitting there chomping away, just eating like crazy.
That's
and
how he enticed him to the game.
Nobody cares.
Right?
Everybody's sleeping. Yeah, everybody's sleeping at the game. And
I think that one guy that was sleeping got hit by a home run. Didn't even budge.
Yeah. So
as the president of the Slimer fan club, how did you enjoy that scene?
I was gonna say my favorite scene was Slimer being like, I don't know if I want to go. And then Winston starts listing off all of these snacks. And then he's like, yep, take me now. Please.
I love it.
Because, yes, that is how you get me to go to a sport.
Fair enough. Food. That's a great call. Yeah, I never thought about that before. But yeah, 100%. A little bit of Slimer on us all.
There was a quote in there. It says, I wonder if Good is allowed to steal bases. And maybe Good is just borrowing them.
Yeah, that was a funny line, right?
Yes.
There's some good ones. Like, Aaron, how about you? Did you have any other favorite scenes, favorite lines that stuck out to you?
I thought it was interesting that Winston went alone. How often does Winston go alone on something?
This is the second episode I think we've been watched, because he went alone when the boogeyman, he went to visit the kids. Yeah. Yeah, he just kind of goes on his own.
Pretty frequently they kind of split the party or set people out separately. But yeah, I thought this one was kind of fun because it was him by himself. Well, and see, this is what happens. You get stuck into a battle for life and death playing baseball against a literal evil. For me, I think my favorite line was when Winston was trying to entice Janine to go to the game.
No,
And
yeah.
she was pretty savage in her reply. She said she'd enjoy that, like fungus on the brain would do me good.
And then Egon
and then
comes-
Egon comes down and says, "Oh, did someone say fungus?" It's Egon. I love it.
Oh my God! Someone created a patch for the Doves and the Scorpions for
Nice.
this baseball game. A group called Squeeb Creative. I found
That's
it
awesome.
on GB Fans. Oh my God! I'm so angry the idea is been taken, but at the same time, I'm glad
It's the
somebody took the
internet.
idea. It's
Absolutely.
great.
Yeah, 100%.
I might have to get this.
No, Rob, you've got enough merch, man.
It's a patch. It's a patch. Jamie can wear patches on this.
I would 100% have those patches.
I'm gonna look into that.
Yeah, that'd be a fun kind of deep cut Ghostbusters reference. I love it. Yeah, let's do it.
It's from 2020. It's from 2021, so we'll see how it goes. So,
yeah. So quickly before we move on, I didn't notice this. I watched this, I think, 2 times before, kind of just in preparation for this. I didn't notice, but in my research, one of the coolest things I learned was that Egon at the very end, as they're fading out and it goes to credits, name drops the Toronto Blue Jays.
He does. Yeah, I heard that.
I didn't catch
Did you
that.
hear that?
I heard that.
Yeah, so backstory is Maurice LaMarche, who voices Egon, is from Toronto. And as they're fading out and they're talking about, the Mets and the Yankees, like, the Toronto Blue Jays are the team for you. And it just, as it fades out and the music kicks in, it's great. Yeah, I just thought that was really cute.
I did not catch that. That's funny.
It's a bit hard to hear. I'm impressed that you caught it, Aaron. That's awesome.
I had the volume cranked.
I mean, you have to crank the song at the end, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So that's Night Game down. We're going to roll right into Elementary, My Dear Winston. So again, this is season 5, episode 3, originally aired September 23rd, 1989. Written by Richard Mueller, starring Frank Welker, Dave Coulier, Buster Jones as Winston. I think this is the first episode we've had with new Winston voice.
Yep.
It's been Arsenio the whole way through. Still got Maurice LaMarche. We have Cass Soucy as Janine, and we have Roger Bumpass as Louis Tully.
Also, the voice for Squidward.
Is that who he is?
Yeah, Roger Bumpass is the voice
way.
for Squidward. Yeah.
Oh.
When I saw the credits, I'm
Moriarty, but
I recognized it
Since
immediately.
we're on actors, the voice of Venkman. Shane.
yes, Dave Coulier. It went from Lorenzo
Cut
Music
it
to Dave
out.
Coulier. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard that because I listened to both of these back to back, right? It's like
I do that on purpose too.
I had a hard time with this episode, but we'll get into the you go.
I can tell you as you watch more episodes with Dave Coulier, he starts to grow on you a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty jarring when you go from Lorenzo
When does
Music
he
to Dave
start? What
Coulier.
season does he start?
Season 3.
Okay.
So start of season 3, they swapped out Peter and Janine's voices.
Yeah, Janine was totally different too.
Yeah, and we've gotten into
She's
that
she's a
previously.
little more sassy.
Oh, they made the change to Janine to make her more motherly.
Oh,
But she
really?
was sassier in this one than
She
the
was.
motherly in the second change.
And I have a theory for that, which we're going to get into. Because, normally she's very just motherly and supportive. And this one, she went back a little bit to being that sassy. And she had a different hairstyle, too.
She did, yeah.
So, we're going to get into that a little bit. But, we had the new intro in this one. So, the Slimer and the Real Ghostbusters, which was pretty jarring as well. There was a lot of just Looney Tunes-esque shenanigans involving Slimer in the intro and the outro. So we have our new Winston voice, Buster Jones, taking over for Arsenio Hall. We have our first look at Louis Tully for this show. And then Janine's design and her sassiness level was closer to that of Ghostbusters 2. And she even goes so far as to flirt with Louis in this episode. So I had to do some quick kind of date checking, this episode did come out after Ghostbusters 2 released. So I wanted to ask you guys first, did that stick out to you? Janine being a little more sassy, her hairstyle being a little more Janine from Ghostbusters 2. Did that jump out at you at all, or did you just it's Janine? Rob, we'll start with you.
Sorry, I apologize. I was just sending you a link to the T-shirt for the Doves in this. It's on TeePublic, for Christ's sake. So the Janine voice, it threw me off a bit, and I liked it better than version 2, but still
It was still the same
1.
voice actress.
I know, but she was a lot more of Janine of Ghostbusters season Ghostbusters 2 the movie. And when Tully popped in, it threw me off. I was like, "Oh God, Tully's here! Okay,
Yeah.
great."
They added him pretty late in the show,
and you could tell those two had a thing because she was all reclaimed.
She flirted with him.
Yeah, she flirted with him.
Yeah, she was talking about how athletic he was when he tried to catch that football.
But I liked Janine here. I liked her better than in version 2, but not as good as version 1.
Fair enough. Yeah, Rhea, how about you?
I don't know how I feel about the Janine design. Like I couldn't really put my finger on what was changed, but she definitely felt different in this versus what would that have been, like season 3 episodes when she was first changed?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like OG Janine the best.
Me too. Yeah, that's the best one for me by far. And this one, like they gave her the Ghostbusters 2 live action hairdo. They kept the round glasses. They stayed away from the scary triangle glasses.
I like
but
the
they
scary
gave her
glasses.
her outfit from season 1 and 2, which was a tank top and the mini, which I thought was interesting. And again, I feel like they were leaning a little bit into the kind of Janine recognition factor from the second movie. Aaron, how about you? How was the Janine switch from?
Yeah, I mean, like the haircut, it's very GB2, right? But yeah, my favorite was the original Janine. Like that's hands down. But like yeah, like you could totally tell that she was flirting with Lewis.
Yeah. Which was also weird because the whole time before this, she's always about Egon.
Yeah,
I feel like they were just kind of like going off of the not so subtle undertones from Ghostbusters 1, with Janine being all about Egon. My other question for you guys, and I don't have a definitive answer for this, so I'm curious if you guys noticed, did they make Ray less chubby?
I didn't notice that at all.
Because
whatsoever.
So it as I've done research and watched interviews about the show and seen interviews with the actors from the live action show, so they changed out Lorenzo Music for Dave Coulier, and I feel like they did that because Bill Murray made a crack about his character sounding like Garfield. And in one interview that I saw with Dan Aykroyd, they asked him about his thoughts on the visual design for his character in the animated series, and he's like, "Well, I'm the fat one." So I'm curious if they made him less chubby, but he seemed a little slimmer in this episode, and I don't know if that was just me or whatever. But
yeah, I'm just looking at back-to-back images, and it kind of feels like he doesn't have that pronounced line over his stomach.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked a little bit less chubby in the face too. So I'm curious if that was just like, an artifact of the art and animation finishing process, or if that was a deliberate choice. I might have to dig into that a little bit more for the future. What did you guys think about the music in the opening, like in the intro, being slowed down?
I hated it so much.
Me too. It bugged the crap
whole
out of me.
Intro, that essentially, and I apologize for
No. Don't apologize for anything.
Someone's yum right now, but that whole intro essentially set the stage for me for this episode.
It's fair. I get it.
The slow music, and you said it so well, Jake, like the Looney Tunes-esque style nature of all these different kind of characters coming in. Like, who are these characters? And like, you're looking at like, what the hell is this crap? And it just was so random. And the slowed down nature of it, it wasn't like timed with anything. It's like they were trying to meet a time to get things in. I think
just
maybe,
trying to
I don't know.
stretch it out. That was so weird. I noticed that immediately, and I'm with you, Aaron. I hated it. Rob, Ree, how about you?
I didn't notice it. Maybe it's because I was watching it on a YouTube video. I didn't notice it at all. Maybe I didn't see it. Maybe the YouTube video had a different intro, and it's happened from time to time.
Well, oh, interesting. Yeah, Ree, did you get the new intro where you watch it with it being, the first half being Slimer and kind of Looney Tunes situations with the slowed down music?
No.
Did you watch yours on YouTube?
No, on the website that you linked.
Okay.
Did it have it?
Yes. Yeah, it
Okay,
had the
well,
new intro.
I don't know what I was watching then.
You just weren't paying attention. You just blocked it out.
Yeah, must have.
There's a good
It's weird 'cause
possibility.
it's Slimer.
Oh, you just see Slimer and you're just, rose tinted glasses. We're good to go here.
Yeah.
Green tinted glasses, sir.
Yeah.
Like a stormtrooper's helmet.
Right. Oh yeah, I need to check in with the chat a little bit here. I've been neglectful. I love, VJ's pointing out Lewis looked exactly like Rick Moranis, 100%.
A younger version. Yeah.
He definitely could have sued for likeness rights there. Oh, poor Hose Nose. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to dredge up painful memories. Some people have that pronounced line in their jumpsuits. It happens. No comment, Hose Nose. Jesse, thanks for joining us. Stumbled across your live session. Hello, I'm hearing you guys chatting, having fun. Dude, thanks for stopping by. That's awesome. I appreciate the kind words. We're unfortunately, we're a little bit getting a little yuck on the Slimer and the Real Ghostbusters intro. But jumping into the actual episode here, so the story is a spectral Moriarty and the Hound of Baskervilles, maybe?
Yeah, that's the Hound of Baskerville.
Holmes and Dr. Watson arrive in modern-day New York and cause chaos with Winston, who, being a fan of Holmes's books, is the first one to figure out what is happening and joins forces with Holmes and Watson to defeat Moriarty. Overall, how did you guys feel about this episode? Rhea, we'll start with you.
It felt very filler episode-y. Like, I still enjoyed
the Winston
it.
curse continues.
Yeah, which sucks because I really like Winston, but I don't know. Like, I didn't clue in that was Moriarty
Oh,
for way too long.
How come?
I don't know. I've only just recently started watching Sherlock Holmes media, so
okay.
I'm just not super familiar with.
But he's the Napoleon of crime, Ree.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Mon Dieu.
Aaron, how about you? How did this episode land for you?
Oh man, you guys are gonna hate me.
My yum is yucked.
No, my yum.
I had a hard time.
Yucked.
I'm sorry. I had a hard time with this one. It's kind of one of those things. What is it they say? Like the quintessential, like when you're running out of ideas, you start pulling from what other people know. And I get it. Like even like the whole concept of like everything about this episode, like the concept of like they're not really dead. They're like born from people's
their manifestations of people's beliefs,
of their fandom or whatever. Yeah. Like, and then Venkman says, "Well, who we're gonna fight next? Darth Vader." Like,
I love that.
It's like, is that what we would see? Is that what we would see in this in an episode?
Well,
like
that's not till season 6.
Like,
yeah.
So the whole concept, the premise of it, I had a really hard. It just didn't work for me.
That's totally fair. The later episodes are tough, especially when you're familiar with the first couple of seasons. They're pretty well done.
Yeah, like the Venkman jokes, I had a hard, like his smile. he had an interesting, his smile actually curled.
He went
a
full
little bit
Joker on
more,
one
like,
line.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. When Ray says, "Let's fry these floaters," and Peter screams, "And your little
Your little
dog,
dog
too,"
too.
and laughs, and he goes full Joker.
That
Like,
freaked me out. I
Jesus.
didn't
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
I
no.
love that. That was actually love.
Yeah.
I felt they really leaned into him having one-liners in this episode. He had a lot. They were coming rapid fire.
hmm
And the football thing. Bring some random sport.
You didn't like them just throwing the old pigskin around in the firehouse and maybe hitting the containment unit and blowing up the whole block?
apologize, Ree. Like, just Slimer's voice just drives me nuts.
I love it, but I understand.
Oh,
Makes it exciting.
I'll put a soundboard. I'll put a sound
He's
up there on the
cute.
soundboard for you, sir.
Yeah. Oh man, we have Dave in the house. We live in a ghostciety. That episode's coming up, Dave.
Steve makes a good point where it's a poorly made handle on the containment unit.
Right? That just falls off and you get hit by an errant football.
Then, we just put it back on and it fixes it.
Yeah.
I mean,
ridiculous. It's a pretty ridiculous setup.
it's a one of a kind piece of machinery, you know? It's not like they can just
It's been
order
abused
another one.
for a while.
Yeah.
Well, that's something I wanted to bring
well
up. Is how does everyone feel about it's like a Ghostbusters trope now that the target of the baddie is the containment unit. That comes up so much in the movies, in the cartoons. Is it tired out? Are you guys fine with it? Does it make sense?
It's the Achilles heel, and if you've got an Achilles heel, everybody's going to start slicing for it. That's pretty much it. I mean, I like this episode. I had fun with this one. It's probably because I love Sherlock Holmes. It to me, it was cool that Moriarty sensed the evil and just went to the source of all the evil, and so that's where he went.
Which was the library.
No, he went to the containment unit first. Right.
Yeah,
and
fair.
Him and the Hound go to the containment unit and are scared off. And they do a revisit to the library, which is kind of cool as well.
That was fun. Yeah, we'll definitely get into that. Aaron, how are you familiar with the Sherlock Holmes stories and all that stuff?
I mean, I love Sherlock Holmes stories in general, right? Like I love the idea of it. I love the movies with Robert Downey Jr. I mean, those are great. I mean, hell, I even remember the Disney, what was it? The Great Mouse Detective.
Oh yeah.
Like that
So
was
awesome.
I love those stories. Like they're great stories. And this again, like I feel like they were just trying to shove it in there.
Oh yeah.
So before we dive a little further, I did want to call out the idea of the ghosts coming into being through people's beliefs in them. That was actually Harold Ramis and Dan Aykroyd reached out to the studio Deke just to tell them how impressed they were with the originality of that idea. Of it not just being a ghost that we've seen 1,000 times, that it was something else. So yeah, food for thought there. Dan Aykroyd cool. Stamp of approval, Harold Ramis. Yeah, they were apparently really impressed just with the idea.
So officially canon. Stamp it. So if you think really hard, you can make any ghost.
Yeah.
Well, they're not ghosts, Rob.
Yeah. Just they're like the orcs in Warhammer 40K. You just gotta have enough people believing in something hard enough, and it happens. So yeah, I did want to talk about the movie connection with them going back to the New York Public Library, and they call it out as the location of their first case. Did you guys do the old pointing at the TV when the library made an appearance?
Only when they mentioned it, because I didn't know I didn't click into the library until they just mentioned. Oh, it's,
you know what? I don't even remember if they showed the lions or not. I feel like that would have immediately
did they?
like.
Probably not a good cartoon version of it.
Yeah,
But I like what he said. He's just like, still won't give you a library card.
I liked when all the people come running out screaming, and I think it was Peter's just like, oh, the old place hasn't changed a bit. That was a great line. It was funny.
Yeah, well, that was good. That was a good callback.
Nice. Yeah, I like it when they connect the cartoon to the movies. It's fun. Ree, how about you?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah. Thumbs up for the library. Hell
Always love libraries. Love books.
Oh, you're such a Phoebe. We also get another movie connection. This one a little bit more tenuous, but of Lewis in the firehouse with a proton pack.
Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of a fun, a little less on the nose callback, but still a callback. I felt like.
Yeah.
Did that kind of strike a chord with you guys, or was it something you just kind of breeze past, Aaron?
I mean, it's not like we haven't seen him with a proton pack, so it didn't really like, oh, hey, this is great. Like, no, it was a proton pack. Yeah.
Hey, Rob.
Well, did he use it like once and got blown into the
Yeah, he go into the closet.
Yeah, it shot him cartoonishly backwards when he activated it.
Yeah.
He was a bit more goofier than the Tully we know, but it's Tully. You're gonna cartoon him up a bit. So
yeah. I mean, he's already kind of a cartoon character in the live action movies. It's pretty
like
hard to go cartoonier than that.
Oh yeah. He looked like the junior Ghostbuster with the flat top grown up to me. So just giant glasses.
So the other thing I wanted to bring up with everyone, so we have the climactic battle in the firehouse in the basement around the containment unit with Moriarty and everyone, and they end up putting the handle back on the containment unit, and it activates and starts sucking everybody in. It's sucking the people in too, everyone except for Winston
and Slimer. I think Slimer was not as affected.
Well, he was. I thought someone had to grab onto his arm to stop him from getting sucked in too. But yeah, I don't know. Did that strike you guys as weird at all that like Egon, Ray, and Peter were being sucked into the containment unit? I don't know.
At this point, I went with
lightsabers work.
So the plot could happen, Jamie.
Right? So we get Winston having his moment with Holmes and Watson.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'll stop asking how lightsabers work. It's not that kind
of I think you're expecting too much, sir, out of this cartoon.
Fair enough.
Season 5. Where the previous episode was trading faces. So
yeah. Oh right. Yeah, I think that's on my list. How did everyone feel about the ghost design in this episode? Ghost design.
The intro to Moriarty was actually freaking cool. I
wish
with the
skeleton.
Okay, so I imagined like those two guys at the dock were the same two guys from the Godzilla movie. So if you remember the Godzilla movie, this thing's coming at the fisherman at the dock. I just imagined this was years before that, and this guy comes out of the water, and all the muscle goes back onto the skeleton. That is pretty.
It was cool. It was creepy. I liked it. Yeah, I'm with you there.
Then it got goofy with the old car going down the wrong side of the road, but I did like the design of it, and even at the time. England. And I think Ree will probably mention this when Slimer pulls a face. Do you remember when Slimer did that?
Yeah.
He pulled the Sherlock Holmes face.
Yeah.
Did he? I missed that.
Yeah,
I'm a sham.
I liked it so much I put it in the title card. It's such a cool face.
It was funny. Yeah, that was one of my favorite moments in the episode when Moriarty comes out of the water as a skeleton and threatens to rip the fisherman's lungs out. Like another 1989 pop culture movie. Again, we just watched Tim Burton's Batman, and that was basically like Joker's catchphrase was ripping people's lungs out in 1989. It was just weird coincidence.
Weirdly specific.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it's like not something you hear every day. Yeah.
Cut your heart out with a spoon.
It'll hurt
more. Aaron, any ghost designs stick out to you in this one?
Well, of the couple, I mean, Like there weren't many.
I guess the Hound was the most kind of
Yeah.
monstery or ghosty.
Yeah. Not. I mean, yeah, they looked like Sherlock and Watson. Okay, Hound of Baskerville. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting that he used his rib cage as a cage.
Oh
That's-
yeah,
that's
I
a
wrote
toy
that
line
down. I
right there.
hated
That's
it. I
that's
hated
very
it.
much a toy thing.
Stick the action
100%.
figure in there.
That
Yeah.
is very true. Yes.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
there was that skeleton
They
toy
had
where his
the-
eyes
yeah,
popped
that-
out. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Was
he
there an
had a
actual-
rib cage.
Oh,
Yes.
I didn't know that.
That was an actual Kenner toy line feature of one of the ghosts. It was a skeleton that used its rib cage as an actual cage.
Yep. I remember that. I think I had that guy.
Yeah, me too. He was great.
Did you
What
collect
else?
the toys, Aaron?
I did. Oh,
yeah.
totally. I had the Firehouse. I had Ecto. I had Ecto 2. I had
Nice.
yeah, my brother and I collected a lot of that stuff.
That's awesome. Did you how long did it take before you were banned from playing with the slime? And unrelated question, did your house have carpet?
Oh, we had carpet. You know, I mean, I had slime. I played with that stuff for a long time. Like, I even had. You remember GAC?
Yeah.
I had
It made
GAC.
farting noises, wasn't
Oh,
that
yeah,
its selling
totally.
point? Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean-
so we had stuff like that. I mean,
Take my money.
but like this was my house, right? My mom was very clean with a lot of things. So when I played with my GAC, you know, we got the paper towel out.
Threw him in the tub.
The drop cloth. Like the,
Yeah,
the
there
tarp.
was a place to play with it.
It was like a room for the Godfather in the Godfather, Goodfellas. It's just like we
The-
don't get
the
the blood
kill
on the
room.
wall. The kill
Yeah.
room. Yeah, you ever go to the kill room? Go
Oh,
play
it's
with your
weird. Look at all
GAC.
the plastic sheets on the walls and shit. Go play with your GAC, kid.
Make it like nobody was here.
Yeah, I think the slime lasted a day in my house.
Oh, yeah.
We did. I love the slime though. I still remember what it smells like.
Oh, yeah, it's like this.
Trying to describe that smell to someone
It's
without
like a plastic crayon Play-Doh. Like
yeah. It's
That's a
very
good
distinct
description.
smell,
Yeah.
right?
He-Man had that slime as well.
Yep. It
That
was cool.
It was all over the place at that time. Literally all over the place.
Yeah.
Did it hang on? Did it get into your toys like the arms and the cracks and stuff like that? Because I never played with it because I was worried that it would get stuck within the hinges and such.
I mean, I only got to use mine for a day or so I can't really say, but I don't remember bits of it getting crusty and sticking to the figures or anything. But yeah, I don't know if I had it long enough to really know one way or the other definitively. Yeah, the slime was so cool though. But yeah, any final thoughts for this episode? This episode was pretty straightforward. Winston teams up with Sherlock and Watson, take down Moriarty. How did you guys feel about Holmes basically taking out Moriarty, Reichenbach Falls style, into the containment unit?
I loved it because it's just kind of fitting for the end. But I think Hosnos mentioned this earlier. At one point, I think, where is it? Didn't Slimer pull Holmes out of the ghost trap? So
Yeah, the first time when they trap Holmes,
yeah,
and then he starts playing the violin in the trap.
yeah.
Yeah.
That
Oh
was
no,
good.
it was. I thought it was Watson. Like he pulled him. Like the Hound. Isn't the Hound getting sucked in?
Oh, maybe
and then
that's what it
Watson
was.
is in the
Yeah.
cage.
Oh, maybe that was
And then
it. Yeah.
Slimer pulls Watson out of the rib cage.
There was so much action.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you blink and you miss the whole thing. Like,
He played Ghostbusters on the violin though when he was
Yes, he
inside
did.
the.
That was cool.
Yeah.
and why
I
did
like that.
everyone like Holmes was a good violinist?
Yeah.
Why did, like everyone always had a problem with? Yeah, exactly, Steve.
Oh,
like, I don't know
dude,
how.
It's
because
not that kind of
how
movie.
did it happen, Steve.
Yeah.
Blood armor.
How did Slimer not go into the
Blood
trap?
armor.
Yeah. Because they would have gotten some very angry letters from the president of the Slimer fan club, Ree.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
they
go
didn't
back in
wanna risk
time.
drawing her ire.
Yeah.
I mean, talking about even in plot kind of deals where it's like, okay, so they go and Winston goes with Holmes and they go to the museum or the library or wherever the hell it was, and Moriarty's doing all his shenanigans or whatever, and then he goes back to the containment, and it's like we're going there and then we're coming back. Like it's
maybe he had to get powered up first. He's like, well, really, it didn't work the first time, so we got to go get juice.
Yeah, gotta get some juice. Well, Moriarty didn't even have a British accent for one. It was there, it was gone. Yeah. But bad guy's supposed to have British accents. That's the thing now.
But not if Holmes is a good guy and he has a British accent.
No, that's true.
You got to set him apart.
One last thing for me is my favorite line was Moriarty says he's Napoleon of evil. Is that what he said?
Crime.
Of
he's
crime.
Napoleon of crime.
And Venkman's response was, well, I'm the Caesar of salads. And I was like, yeah, I'm sold.
That was a funny line.
It was great. I loved it. So
yeah, he had some good zingers in this episode.
I enjoyed this episode. It was
laugh notwithstanding.
It was what it was. It was an episode. It was a season 5 episode of 103rd episode of all. So
yeah, they're definitely starting to scrape the bottom of the barrel a little bit.
Oh no, there's a few more seasons still left.
Oh yeah, they had a lot of episodes.
Oh yeah.
Reed, did you have any favorite scenes or favorite lines from this episode?
Yeah, favorite scene was, I think it was like right at the end when Watson was like thanking Slimer for saving him, and they shake hands, and then Watson's hand comes away and it's all like green and gooey.
It's slimy.
And yeah, and I just love that you see like a single frame of his face just like looking so displeased and like ew. Kind of regret doing that now.
We're still fully on board with Slimer's cheeky shenanigans.
Oh yeah. Also, one thing I noticed, there was a typo on the football that had like the glowy message from Holmes and Watson. Exciting was spelled wrong.
Write a stern letter. Write a stern letter.
I mean, go back in time and do that now.
Last episode we had the Jaggers. This episode we had exiting.
True.
I assume was it just a C that was missing, so it was spelled like exiting? I didn't notice that.
I gotta look at it now. So
yeah, there was only one I. It was there like there's no I in the ing.
Oh, exciting! So, yeah, weird.
So exciting.
I'm digging it up now while you talk amongst yourselves.
I liked when Watson, Holmes, and Winston show up at, I think it was before the library. But there's people there putting on a play. I can't remember what the play was, but you're like, oh, the play organizer's like, oh, you're the third people that have shown up that aren't part of the play, and it pans over and it's just Moriarty just standing there in the corner, like he's just
there he is.
It was Dr. Jekyll or maybe Hyde or something, and then
exactly
it pans and it's like, woo.
He's just standing there menacingly.
Hamlet player there, and
yeah.
It is confirmed. Exciting is misspelled. Yes, it misses the second I in the ing.
Did you not believe Ree?
No, I'm just no.
Wow, you're such a teacher. Rob.
I'm just not. I'm spell checking.
Spell checking. Ree already did the spell checking. Clearly,
yeah, I did a triple take. I was like, wait, that word looks not right.
Enhance.
Yeah.
I liked when Moriarty was, I assume, sucking the evil out of all of the museum artifacts, and he got to that suit of armor.
Oh,
and he sucked the armor off, and there was a skeleton in there.
A freaking skeleton. So creepy.
Yeah. They had to hit their skeleton quota for this episode. I think it was good. I appreciated it.
I wonder who got stuck in there.
Right.
Probably the night.
Any other scenes or lines that stuck out to you for this episode before we wrap things up?
No, I'm good.
You're good?
That was it.
Aaron? Nice. Well, how just overall for the first and the second episode, thumbs up, thumbs down?
For the first episode?
Yeah, sure. First episode. Thumbs up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thumbs up across the board. Nice. And Aaron for the second episode. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
I would say it's like
It's like 45, yes, maybe.
Oh, mine's,
Yeah.
mine's going straight up.
I'm gonna Caesar this salad.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
the salad. I love it. Yeah, it's the
send it back
episodes
to the
get
chef.
pretty rough as we get later into the seasons for
And
sure.
is it just because they're like, are they really trying? Like we were talking earlier with the whole Sesame Street shtick. Are they really just trying to monetize off a Slimer? Like,
I
is
think
that-
so. Yeah, he was
that's
the
the thing.
Elmo. Like it's like Sesame Street. Yeah, just leaning hard into
Mm.
Elmo.
And that to me, it's like he's not the redeeming character in this,
No.
but it like the funny voice and like the shenanigans and stuff like that, like the slapstick.
Yeah.
That's what's appealing, right? And
Mhm.
that's what sells.
100%. And this stuff right here, like the cartoon, is why Slimer was in the second movie.
Yeah,
Just as living in the firehouse, just being present.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I like I said, I like doing that on purpose, where we review kind of an earlier
good.
episode and then a later one, just to get that kind of back to back comparison after some changes were made. But yeah, we'll wrap things up here. So Aaron, thank you so much for joining us for this. This was a lot of fun. If you want to come back, I promise I will pick maybe some better
Oh,
episodes.
I enjoy this. I enjoy this. Jimmy.
Nice.
It's always a pleasure to hang out with you guys.
That's awesome.
And we
No, I
didn't blow
appreciate you
up.
joining us. So, for anybody that wants to find you aside from Ready to Believe, where can people find you?
So I have a photo video side hustle, which I do in addition to teaching, and you can find me at nano-creative.com. All one word, nano actually spelled -creative on Instagram.
Nice.
I don't post anything, so
We'll add a link to this in the
cool.
Awesome.
description below.
Yeah, and definitely check out past episodes of Ready to Believe, where we had Aaron on showing us how to weather a jumpsuit and showing us how to very safely botch together a smoke machine for your HasLab 2 in the box trap. Thank you as always for being a part of this. Where can people find you?
In the background of Ready to Believe videos.
You are firmly in the foreground of these.
Yeah, but I mean, like the non-podcast ones.
Yeah,
you
fair
know?
enough. Yeah, you join us when we go out and do Ghostbuster shenanigans for sure. You're a member
Yep.
of the BC Ghostbusters.
Yep.
Awesome. And people can direct any correspondence to the president of the Slimer fan club.
Yep.
All right, Rob, where can the people find you?
Find me on the Outer Rim Rookie Show on our YouTube channel. We're nearly at 900. We're 4 away from 900 subs,
Nice.
so that's
Closing
awesome.
in.
So please like and subscribe. That'd be helpful. Help the channel grow. And an episode will be coming out hopefully before September of putting on the costume. So it's done. You were actually here yesterday.
Oh,
helping me
your
take
your AT-AT driver? Yeah,
Yeah,
we
the-
took some
that
approval
boy
photos.
right over there. He's right behind me here.
Yeah.
And yeah, so hopefully another video of the final parts of it will be going up soon. That's my goal before school starts, and then my entire life switches. So yeah.
So yeah, when you'll have to let me know, but when you are back to school, I assume we're gonna have to do this once every 2 weeks as opposed
Yeah,
to
the schedule will change a little bit. Yeah.
So yeah, awesome.
And next sorry, go ahead.
Yeah,
Apologize.
we'll be live this Thursday on this YouTube channel, where we will be reviewing, unfortunately,
Woo!
Batman and Robin, Rob's movie choice.
I know Aaron's really upset not to be there.
Jesus.
Oh,
It
man.
is one of his favorites, I hear.
So sad.
It's the reason you got a Bat credit card.
Dude, it was either that or it was Wild Wild West.
So as you can
That's,
tell, Hose Nose is really happy about that.
Why one? Like, why one or the other? Like, why?
The reason I chose this one is because we had just discussed about soundtracks and sequels, bad sequels, and it hit both of them, and I was just like, I gotta watch this
I
now.
mean, you're not wrong.
Like Rob needed an excuse.
Yeah. And then
yeah.
after that, we're doing trivia, I think, hopefully.
Nice.
So,
in honor
yeah.
of Terrence Stamp.
No, Terra Stamp. Yeah, Zod.
Yeah.
So
Awesome. And you can find me right here on the Generation X-Wing podcast YouTube channel on the ongoing series Ready to Believe, where we're still doing all things Ghostbusters. Yeah, so we'll keep doing this weekly until Rob's back in school, and then we'll switch over to once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, everybody who joined us live in the chat. If you're watching this after the fact on the recording, thanks for watching. My producer would like me to remind you to, if you like what you see, please hit the like and subscribe button. And with that, we're done. Thanks, everyone.
we're ready to believe you. We don't do that anymore?
No, not live. It's so hard to do live. We can't sync it up. Maybe it's better that way. I don't know.
Bye.